fuck everything up, and this. So, this week of streaming has been really bad for me. But tonight, let's make this the good one. Please. Yeah, yesterday was apparently full of a lot of problems. Apparently my laptop wanted to update, so it decided to bork my connection as a result. And I didn't think to switch it to manual until way later. But I seem to have fixed the problem by updating my laptop, so far so good. And with that in mind, let me just... shamelessly plug myself in the Discords I'm in, as per tradition, and then we can get started. You can see that I got the preliminary sketch out of the way. That way, I don't have to waste time planning it during the stream.
That is a samosa.
Samosa. Would you care for more samosa?
You say that to Samus, she just slaps it out of your hand. Don't call me that again.
No, she'd probably just take off her helmet and glare at you, and that's enough.
Yeah. How about some samosa? Oh, I'm sorry. How about some moose?
Or Samus. Like how the Melee announcer would say it. I've always heard Samus.
I'll have you...
I'm positive that the announcer for Melee was English and American, but I don't know, something about his recording made him sound really alien to me.
It's like, listen, I want you to know, this thing is fully loaded.
Yeah, with missiles. Super missiles.
Okay, what kind of... Samus will do fine.
Is that understood?
Yes, Samus. Understood.
I thought you'd see reason.
I just saw my life flash before my eyes.
Oh my god, Samus almost killed me! That's so hot! Okay, now you're dead. Okay, so I guess with that in mind, let's boogie. Oh, hey, Protagonist, welcome. So we are drawing Samus as she appears in Metroid Dread. Yeah. We have someone who's addicted to protags.
Yeah. So this stream is just for you.
Finally, a stream for me!
This stream, it speaks to me.
As I explained many times before, I cannot wait for Metroid Dread. Because, well, I like Metroid, so it's great that we're finally getting a game in the mainline series. Like, not a remake, not a spin-off, a legitimate 15 years in the making sequel.
If they remembered she's real.
I mean, they've always remembered her, it's just they, allegedly weren't satisfied with the technology, although I'm not sure if that's necessarily 100% true, but, according to the directors, they didn't want to make this game just yet because they just weren't satisfied with how everything looked. But now that we're on the Switch, anything's possible, so...
Yeah.
And let's make our shoulder pad a bit bigger. I also really like, because I'm using this as a reference, I like how they're incorporating the organic aspects of the fusion suit. Yes, I think this is still the fusion suit. Because what it essentially is the guts of the power suit. And it's a nice bit of continuity, but with this iteration of the suit, it seems like Samus took some time to build over it a little. So, the yellow segments are replaced with white segments, and there's clearer metal plating over even the sinewy parts, and it's just really nice. I really like this design. It's like Samus is back on the up and up.
Yeah.
Although I see that she's still suffering from the same problem that it has been a series-wide thing. She lost her upgrade somewhere, and now she has to start over and get them back. They never do it they never do explain it, but the easiest reason is because they don't want the player to break the game.
Yeah.
As shown by, well, topically so, SAX, where she just completely destroys the base looking for you because she has every single power-up in Samus's arsenal, including Ice Beam.
Yeah. As long as we forget Other M.
What's Other M?
Exactly.
Trick question. Trick question. I already know what Other M is, and I don't want anyone else to know. It's perfect even though I'm an addict for the protagonist of the Pokemon games, but I still welcome it. Also, the suit low-key looks like an upgraded variation. Yeah, pretty much what we were just talking about. I think it'll be good because, in universe, in Metroid Fusion, Samus couldn't take a lot of hits, because, you know, again, without the armor plating of the original power suit, she's essentially exposing all the guts underneath, so she didn't really take very many hits very easily in Fusion. But now that she got most of the schematics back, thanks to the X-Parasite that took the suit in the first place, something tells me she'll be able to stand up to a lot more. Although those Emmy units may be a challenge, because they're immune to all of her other weapons except that weird Omega Beam thing. I guess while we do this, I can talk about my overall experiences with Metroid. The first game I ever played in the series, in general, was Metroid Prime 3, when it first came out on the Wii. Because we were a poor family, I never really got to experience the original Prime duology, you know, the first game and Echoes. And, well, I have the trilogy on the Wii now, and I've yet to really finish Metroid Prime 2, but I did finish Metroid Prime 1, and I loved every second of it. I got up to 99 or 98% of scanning, though. I was kind of impressed with how close I was able to get to 100% on my first run. But, yeah, Metroid Prime 3 was my first experience with the series. I kind of stopped when you had to get all the batteries for the battleship, the abandoned ship, and then it just sort of stopped. But I would always have a passing interest in the series, but it wasn't until, a couple of years or a few years ago when I just suddenly got on a huge Metroid kick, and I'm like, okay, it's time. I have to play the rest of the series. So following Some Call Me Johnny's recommendation, I got Fusion, then Zero Mission, and then I played those. I loved them. And then I played Super Metroid. I adored it. Although I will be the first to admit I am not good at the Metroid series whatsoever. I take forever. So, unfortunately, if I ever do a stream, which, no, not ever do. I will definitely do a Metroid stream one of these days. Probably starting with Fusion. Don't expect me to get the Zero Suit Samus ending, because I am not fast enough in the game to do that competently.
Well, I wouldn't say not being able to beat it fast makes you bad at the game. It just means you can't beat it fast.
I mean, I also die a lot. And usually when I think exploration, I feel like I need to take my time. So exploring every nook and cranny, understanding as much of the lore as possible, and while I definitely don't go out of my way to get everything because I'm not skilled enough to get some of the items, item expansions. Like, for example, one item that I struggled to get in Super Metroid when I was playing it was that one, I think it was a missile or a tank expansion in a really cramped crevice that you have to really do some fancy footwork to get. I think it's a combination. I think I have to do a combination of bomb jumps as well as just turning into a ball in the first place, so you can sort of like squeeze yourself into that crevice. It took me forever to get it right. I mean, the annoying part was getting it down, but once I finally did, it was nice that I got the item. But that level of finesse I kind of struggle with. Oh, especially since with the Morph Ball in particular, you have to double tap it to assume that form. And another move I tend to struggle with is the Shine Spark. It's cool when you can get it going, but for me, that's the problem. You have to get it going. You absolutely cannot stop. And you pretty much have to look ahead. And being someone who has general anxiety disorder, that's kind of a bad combination. Because I'm worrying about trying to get enough speed, and then, oops, I hit a roadblock. It sounds like I'm complaining. I'm not. It's just, I'm gonna be the first to admit to say I'm not the best Metroid player, but that doesn't matter because I like playing the games anyway. And obviously when it comes to Samus as a character, I have nothing but respect for her. She's amazing, and the fact that she's one of, if not the first female protagonist in a video game is something that everyone should respect. Like, Samus isn't just a hot lady who wears a skin-tight blue suit. Like, she's a warrior through and through. In fact, the word Metroid in Chozo means warrior.
Yeah, cough, cough, yandere dev.
Yeah. And while the games don't explicitly go over it because Nintendo likes to limit their own characters, Samus is a smart cookie too. She even built her own starship. And it's more than implied that the reason why she always goes it alone on missions is because, well, she lost a lot of good people along the way, like Adam Malkovich, ignoring Other M. He was a great guy.
So what you're saying is
all the hunters from Metroid Prime 3.
So what you're saying is she's Prime RC.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, she's even blue now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Sumalia Montana with Samus would be amazing. I'm not even kidding. She would be a good voice for her. Actually, on that note, I know Samus was quote-unquote voiced in the Prime series, you know, at least as far as doing grunts and death screams.
I know there was like this, wasn't it like a removed like monologue where she was voiced by Jennifer Hale?
I'm getting to that. Just let me finish. In the PAL versions, yeah, Samus does have an opening narration. But I don't think people can seem to make up their mind whether that's Vanessa Marshall talking or Jennifer Hale, because I see accounts of both. Judging by the tones and inflections, I'd say it's Jennifer. But, I guess you'd have to ask one or the other to see, hey, have you voiced Samus in this game? And then they'd probably tell you. But, seeing as it's been years since, the original Prime trilogy, it'd be amazing if they remember. Actually, Jennifer Hale's on Twitter, so I guess that could be a question worth asking.
Like, Jennifer Hale, did you voice Samus in Metroid Prime? I think she's ignoring me.
I PM'd you. Please respond. No, don't ever say that. Don't ever say or do that to any voice actor, because ever heard of getting too familiar on social media? That includes them. Like, yeah, by all means, ask them questions if they're up to it, but if you're just doing it out of the blue, then as human nature would have it, they get anxious. It's just one of the things that I shouldn't have to say, but that doesn't stop some people, so. Oh yeah, I forgot the alarm was ingrained into the soundtrack. I was like, wait, why is there sound effects?
Jordan, the Twitch is on a self-destruct sequence.
Oh god, don't ever okay, the connection's good. I thought you were being serious for a sec. It's like, not again! Am I just cursed to not stream effectively again? But yeah, I think when we stream Breath of the Wild next week, because I did ask for suggestions what a good day to stream would be, and a lot of you answered Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So I think Fridays will be Breath of the Wild stream days, or just general video game stuff. I may change it along the road, but, you know. Anyway, back to the point. We may just do a mulligan on Session 8, considering how poorly it went yesterday. Yeah. It was partially my fault. It ended up the way it did with the faulty connections, and partially not my fault because I didn't expect the update to actually bork me over during the stream. Because, you know, you don't think about updates. Not normally, anyway.
Microsoft, stop updating your shit. You do it too much. You're gonna break your things. You're gonna lose subscribers.
You're creating cringe. You're gonna lose subscriber.
You're updating cringe.
Your constant updates are cringy.
And then Metroid, alongside the aid of Castlevania, helped to invent an entire genre.
Yeah, Metroidvania. That being said, I really should invest in the I keep forgetting what it's called, but it's a collection with Symphony of the Night and Rondo of Blood packaged together. I know they're ordered differently. Rondo of Blood is first and Symphony of the Night is second. It's just bleh. You know what I mean.
Oh, we don't know what you mean.
Rondo of Blood is first because it's Richter's game. After that, it's Alucard's game, which is Symphony of the Night, and probably one of the few Castlevania games that everyone still talks about to this day. Everything else is a cult classic.
What's the one with the ball sack? That's Berserk.
What's the penis monster? That's Shin Megami Tensei?
Oh, hey, Jordan, somebody drew a picture of Deku being evil.
Why in any universe would he be evil, though?
Because it's an AU where what if Deku became a villain?
That's like Megatron becoming an Autobot.
Yeah.
Which actually has been done before, and allegedly very well.
Although it's like, so Midoriya's evil deeds is that broke into your house, killed all your spiders, and loosened all the lids on your pickle jars. What would you do?
I'd be very upset about the spiders and file a complaint, but everything else is just petty. Which, again, doesn't suit Deku. If he's gonna be evil, he's gonna need a damn good reason to be.
Hold up. Fun fact, Kazuya in Smash hasn't released as of today, but he's already very accurate down to Tekken animation quirks, such as Kazuya's spinning demon breaking his back momentarily.
Wait, what?
Kazuya, is your back okay?
Wait, are you making fun of animation frames, or...
No, apparently they replicated this in Smash.
Oh.
It's like, oh.
I don't get it. Probably because I never played a single Tekken game in my life.
Yeah. Well, they had the frames.
Ah. Oh, sorry. I need to get better about reading the chat while also... Wait a minute. I have a means of doing that. Let me just get my phone up.
The cringe is rising. It's overflowing.
And also, bro, imagine a Twitch had to self-destruct. Please don't. Pretty sure if your dad yeeted you off a cliff, your back wouldn't be good. Yeah, you'd probably just have everlasting back problems if you're half demon, which I'm sure Kazuya is.
Yeah, also, Protag Addict, Twitch does have a self-destruct sequence. It's just that it's started by users who end up getting themselves canceled.
Oh, you mean that type of self-destruct? That's sad.
Remember
Okay,
when
I have my phone up now.
Remember when Low Tier God got permanently banned from Twitch?
Is he still permanently banned? Please say yes.
Yes.
Yes, good. That feels good. It's very good, Snively. Snively? What? What am I on right now? Let me put it on the record. I say a lot of weird shit, but it's mostly to keep you guys entertained because I'm a terrible conversationalist. I swear I don't do drugs. Although now that I said that, people are gonna think that I'm lying and like, yeah, hey, you know the Kooky Celtic? The guy who's, writing a dark fantasy webcomic thing? Anyway, he does drugs. He said so himself, which... Wait, what? Also, whoever says mini music is not music at all are lying to themselves.
Lily Orchard.
Ugh. The main thing that that I care about with music is the overall composition. Like, if I can hum to it or if I can sing along to it, that's a damn good song. And it doesn't matter if it's chiptune or used with real instruments or if it's, you know, generated with something like FL Studio or something. If the composition is sound, then I'm all good.
Yeah, I mean, by preference, I probably would prefer like real instruments and whatnot, just because I think it sounds better. But mini music isn't bad.
I grew up listening to video game music, playing video games, and therefore I listen to a lot of video game music. So I definitely appreciate soundtracks like pretty much every Mega Man and Castlevania game on the NES, as well as well, you know my opinions on the Mega Man X soundtrack. It's one of my favorite soundtracks of all time, and it's on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
The fact that they got away with replicating real instruments on the Super Nintendo is astonishing.
By the way, I did BRB momentarily because I wanted to see if I could get Cece up here to join us.
Cece?
Yeah, I think she's chilling in her cave right now, so I'm not gonna bother her.
Okay.
Maybe another time.
Yes, the one rule about owning a cat is that your cat makes all the rules.
Yes, they do. In fact, if you want to go to work and
hey,
they sit on your lap, yeah, hi Malik. But yeah, if your cat sits on your lap and you have to go to work, you have to call into work and tell them you can't come in because the cat said so.
Yeah, we can't come in. I've got a child to watch.
Like, well, you got to come to work anyway. I said, the child said no.
See, that was them.
See? Oh, they also told you to fuck off?
I'm pretty sure that's how you say it in Felinese.
Yeah. Talk about stuff and whatnot? Yep. With the main star of the stream being Miss Samus Aran.
Yeah. I'm excited about Metroid Dread, so I'm drawing her to celebrate. I mean, I drew her before, if I can pull up the picture. But it was more of a doodle to get myself familiar with, you know, how she looks. Well, bust-wise, anyway. This time I'm doing the real thing, and I couldn't really do that because, well, life decided to kick me in the dick. I just did not have a good run with streaming this week. AKA the woman who would probably suplex Ridley, and she probably has, after stuffing his mouth full of missiles.
Also, to any artists out there drawing a Samus, draw her buff, you cowards.
Draw her buff, you cowards. I do. Which, honestly, is a great thing about the fusion suit, because it you can see that it shows even more of her femininity, because, you know, you're essentially, again, looking at the guts of the power suit. I can't stress it enough, because the fusion suit in pure definition is what's underneath the power suit. So, you know, a lot more organic material and different plating that's been removed from her surgery and fusion. So as a result, less bulk, more curves? I don't know.
Jordan, somebody rolled Senator Armstrong with the Bude bot.
Oh god. Playing Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. Ah, cool. Although, until the Treehouse, I had no idea that Persona was actually a spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei. I thought it was the other way around. Because I heard more about Persona than that. I guess that's what they mean by filthy casuals.
Yeah. Well, I know Shin Megami Tensei is a spin-off series.
Oh, the geeks explained that Persona was the spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei.
Okay, yeah, I do have it backwards.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not you were thinking it like I was. Which is what happens when you don't have money to buy games.
Hey Jordan, could you imagine if Mirko had a power suit like Samus?
Then the universe would implode, because Mirko with Samus's suit and weapons would be unstoppable. She'd probably even surpass the #1 hero.
She'd become the #1 hero.
The Omega hero.
Step down, Endeavor.
Step down, Endeavor. There's a new queen in town.
I don't think that's quite how it... Alright, fine. Don't fuck with this. Shoto! I'm retiring!
Huh, there's some good news. I'm trying my best, son. Okay, I think that'll do it for the line art. Wow, this is going by a lot faster than I thought it would, actually. We may just shift gears really soon after this. Oh, has all the demons, mythological creatures, and fantasy creatures it has in the reset desert like Japan. Oh. Is there a significance with, the desert? I will admit I kind of half paid attention during the Shin Megami Tensei thing because it personally didn't interest me, and, honestly, that's on me. Let's see here. Okay, Samus, what colors do you have? What's the majority of the color scheme? I think I'll just start with the blue, actually.
Blue. Like your cat.
Yeah. And she's a Russian blue.
Oh, we also got Cece her own scratching post.
That's cool.
And there's a big perch at the top of it.
So she can reenact all the Assassin's Creed leaps of faith that she wants.
Yeah, because as we all know, cats defy gravity.
They also defy physics.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder that if cats are originally creatures that are from Earth, or they're aliens trying to masquerade as adorable creatures so they can later take us over. No, basically in SMT3, people called in some magical entity to wipe out almost all of humanity, reset Japan to its early state, and filled it to the brim with all those creatures. Because humanity has its faults. Oh, it's one of those stories. Okay.
Okay, Eren Yeager, calm down.
Is he named Jaeger because of Jaeger bombs? Seriously, is that why he's called Jaeger?
No, it's because he's German.
Ah, you know what? Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Actually, that just reminds me of a Slap on Titan, which is an abridged parody of Attack on Titan, where I had a thing where after he heard Eren's last name, he's like, wait, is his last name Jaeger? Yes. This changes everything. Jaeger bomb! Shut the fuck up. I just want you to know that your last name is fucking awesome. Jaeger bomb! Alright, alright, Jaeger. I'm gonna teach you how to defeat the most deadly of all enemies. Is it Titans? No, germs, dumbass.
Gravity and physics exist. Cats. We don't do that around here. Well, Jordan, do you feel that Zelda will be playable in Breath of the Wild 2? Yes, 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 and if it's not, I'm boycotting Nintendo. Actually, someone posted a very compelling theory about the cutscenes that we saw in the trailer so far. Did you notice that Zelda and Link periodically switch torches? And since Zelda fell down the pit, she wasn't carrying a torch on her, but Link was. So, I forget who exactly posted this amazing theory, but, it was someone famous, whoever carries the torch could possibly be the one we play as. So, with that in mind, I think we could be playing as Zelda, because we'd have the choice. And vice versa if we wanted to play as Link. Again, I hope that's the case, because I'm tired of playing as Link. Really, I am. I mean, I understand why they would have Zelda get kidnapped, because, you know, it's tradition. But, you know, some traditions really need to die. And, you know, spin-off or otherwise, Zelda is perfectly capable of fighting threats on her own. Like, in Breath of the Wild alone, she fought off Ganon for a century. That's incredible. So, let us play as Zelda, please. Let the name Legend of Zelda make sense for everyone who is not informed of the Zelda series.
Well, pick up a CDI, you can play as you're there. No.
No!
You've got to be kidding.
You gotta be kidding. But yeah, I had a rather violent reaction to that. Speaking of the CDI games though, I remember that Zelda Wiki, when it was prominently a thing, they posted an interview with the creators of the CDI games, and in their own words, they said, "Well, I thought we did a pretty good job, considering." It's like, you know, they did their best, that's fine, but, there were a lot of things in the games themselves that just didn't work. But, hey, if they liked what they did, then I guess that's fine by me. And technically Zelda either helped or dealt the finishing blow. Who exactly would play the CDI games? People who hate themselves.
The AVGN.
You killed me!
Good.
That will never not be ridiculous.
My boy, peace is what all true warriors strive for.
What? I just wonder what... Wait, King, why did you raise your voice so suddenly at the end of that?
Or?
Yeah, like that. Why'd you do that?
My boy.
With all due respect, Your Highness, my name is
My boy.
Oh no. The YouTube poop virus has taken him. It's claimed
Dinner
another
blaster.
soul. Oh god. That takes me back. I feel so old. I know I'm 27, and a lot of 30-year-olds need to be reassured 30 isn't that old, but, you know. No kid I know talks about Dinner Blaster. Or Dinner Blaster 2.
Does that mean I get a veterans discount?
I think it does.
Yes. Now give me my full
just
Skyla.
Just as long as you might be familiar with this, just as long as you can say that you have experienced the dream world from Pokemon.
Yes.
I know Alec has.
By the way, so Jordan, while I was looking for things for my weapons gallery on the Neopets, I managed to stumble upon a rather interesting item.
Interesting how?
It's called the Hooded Figure Loop Sword.
Hooded Figure Loop Sword. That's a really specific name.
Tell me what this looks like to you.
Hang on. You know what? I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna open it on my phone.
Okay.
My laptop is clearly not powerful enough to handle Google. That's a fucking lightsaber. It's straight up a fucking lightsaber. Oh, Malik says, there was one person I debated with on the topic, claimed, and I'm not joking when I say this, that the idea of Zelda not being playable in the series with the exception of spin-off titles is sexist. Do you believe that to be the case? No, but, I would say it's annoying.
Because it's like, it's not like Nintendo aren't allowing Zelda to be playable because, woman, otherwise Metroid wouldn't be a thing.
Or Xenoblade. Or Metroid, yeah. Although, at the same time, though, it's irritating because, you know, it's 2020. We should have gotten to the point where among the things that they aim to change in Breath of the Wild, it's, you know, why can't Zelda be playable? I would love to explore the world with anyone other than Link for once. And, like, don't get me wrong, I love the guy, and depending on the game, he can be a lovable dork, but it's like, he's nothing I haven't seen before.
Yeah, like, technically, the only Zelda game as of recent where we actually can play as Zelda is Hyrule Warriors.
And technically also Spirit Tracks, but the thing is, Zelda's kind of dead in that game, so...
But that's not okay. Zelda's cute, she's not allowed to die.
They killed children in that game. And Zelda was children. Okay, let's do the sinewy bits next.
Like, you know what happened to the last guy who tried to do bad things to cute people? His name is Griffith.
Although then it comes down to the topic where, even though Zelda is perfectly capable of fending for herself, why does she still get kidnapped? Like, Tetra, for example. She's been a pirate, probably for as long as she could walk, and as soon as she becomes Zelda, she, you know, becomes like a demure, shy little girl who gets kidnapped again and you know, just completely gets about her life as a pirate. Also, the skin tone change is a little gross.
Yeah. I guess some people could probably argue it's like, I mean, you can be capable, but that doesn't mean that you're immune to that kind of a fault.
What fault does Zelda have for getting kidnapped, though? That's my thing.
That Ganon's stronger.
But what I'm saying is, that Zelda is still Tetra, and Tetra is Zelda. Like, the two are one and the same. So it wouldn't make sense to me that she would, you know, not at least try and call for backup.
Yes, I get that. I'm just, you know, again, the point being is that, you know, that doesn't stop, you know, Ganon being stronger and smarter.
I'm not ignoring that. It's just, ugh. Bottom line, she wouldn't go down without a fight. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not ignoring that Ganon is stronger. It's just, it's a thing that bothers me personally. It's like, you should at least try. Link does.
You must do. There is no try.
And for the record, the line is do or do not. There is no try. Apparently to them, spin-offs don't count because they're not mainline. Unfortunately. Also, I fucking love this song. I fucking love this song. It's amazing.
Also, technically, Hyrule Warriors Calamity Ganon is not a spin-off. It is a prequel game. So fuck you.
Prequel / alternate timeline, because, I think if I heard correctly, you can actually save everyone in that game. So that means Mipha and Zelda... Sorry, I'm getting my names confused. This is what I get for multitasking. Link and Zelda... Damn it! I cannot talk! God,
Take
let me breathe. Mipha and Link, thank you, can finally assume their relationship.
And I can get pegged by Urbosa. What?
You wouldn't be the first person to say that, bro. You know, I can actually imagine Urbosa having thousands of suitors.
And can you blame them? She queen.
Yeah, kind of like the woman we're drawing right now.
Yeah, she built like a tank. Like the woman you're drawing right now.
Yeah, only the difference is Urbosa doesn't have a high-tech powered suit like Samus does. Or a gunship. I mean, Divine Beast is more of a mech, but I think even then, Samus' technology is just better. I'm not trying to, you know, make fun of Urbosa, it's just... fact?
So a team up of Samus, Urbosa, and Mirko occur.
Yeah, instant win. Samus would be the tactician, Urbosa would be the powerhouse, and, Mirko would, back her up.
Yeah. Also, she wields a power that people like Ganondorf are trying to kidnap her for, her power that he wants to use for malicious intent, like what he did in Wind Waker before King stepped in.
Yeah, they mostly go after her power, but she never uses it! It always frustrated me when I was a kid, and it especially frustrates me now, because, we're in an age where, like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter what your gender is, you can still kick ass. That's my main thing. It's like,
except
yeah,
when we don't allow you.
It's like, yes, I get it. Ganondorf is an absurdly powerful warlock. And I'm not ignoring that. And, the main thing with, well, you know, great power comes great responsibility. That's probably where most Zeldas come from with their tendency to get kidnapped. But then when you think about it like that, it's kind of their fault they get kidnapped. It's like you have a couple of tools at your disposal, but because of how you've been raised or by your own doing, you get yourself caught by Zant or Ganon or whoever. That's not true for all of them, but it's definitely true because of the simple writing that Zelda games tend to have. Does that make sense? I think I made my point known. Conversely, the main thing, since we're going back on topic with Samus, the main thing that people hate about Other M is that it takes away Samus's agency. When in every other game prior, she has always been a no-nonsense, no bullshit, get it done now sort of woman. And the fact that she falls back on command, regardless of who her commanding officer was at the time, it doesn't fit the Samus of now.
Yeah, Samus, you're not authorized to do that.
In fact, the only moment that Samus had any semblance of the Samus we know and love is when she thinks she thinks Adam is the deleter, and it's a plot that goes nowhere. She suspects that Adam was the deleter, and then she has this amazing line where she goes, "Any objections, Adam?" and then gives herself an upgrade. It's like, yes, that is how Samus should be 100% of the time. Next time, do it earlier and consistently.
I am sorry, Samus, but you are not authorized to finish that sentence. I fucking dare you.
It's like, I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you, Adam. You're no Ridley.
But Samus, what? The baby.
And she just rubs her temples.
Cock's gun.
Okay, I don't think she would go that far, because, again, remember, ignoring Other M, apparently Adam was a great guy. Most of it can be inferred with, ironically, his posthumous AI, which is based off of the real Adam Malkovich. Which I think, Metroid Dread will go into their relationship even further because Adam makes a return. So, I really hope they won't pull from what they did in, Other M. Like, they should just go off of what they did in Fusion and stick to it, because that Adam is actually pretty funny. Like, he ends up being really surprised if you end up, sequence breaking in Fusion, actually. It's like, huh, you got to this room pretty fast. How unexpected. And I've always, read, that version of Adam with a sort of sarcastic tone, like, okay, so you gotta do this and that. I know it's a lot to manage, but you can handle it. You're Samus, so, yeah, go ham.
So,
oh,
hello,
hey, Tisbury. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so, this is going along a lot faster than I thought it did. I'm really glad I did the preliminary sketch before I started the stream. But yeah, we're just, talking about random things. While also trying to stay topical on Metroid stuff.
And that is fine.
Yeah. We are doing alright, considering.
So, Jordan, apparently we are getting a Lycanroc V.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's dusk form.
Thanks, Tisbury. Malik says, I see Zelda within the series as a guide to Link's quest to get more powerful to take down Ganondorf. She has the wisdom to do it. Sure, she has the power, but sometimes the courage to stand up for herself, but she's more brains over brawn. I mean, look at Donatello from the Ninja Turtles. He's the smartest turtle, but he still fights.
And I also would like another counter argument. Part 2, Joseph Joestar.
Yeah, Joseph Joestar is the brainiest of the Joestars. And, in fact,
Yeah.
he thinks more than he fights, honestly, despite what his looks may tell you.
Yeah, like, his whole, because, like, when you look at the Pillarmen in Part 2, they are all objectively stronger than Joseph was. So he couldn't just brute force his way through them. He had to use trickery in order to win all his fights.
Yeah, so, in D&D terms, he's definitely the bard who has to roll high on deception.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joseph would totally be a bard.
Yeah. The next thing you'll say, I'm going to knock that smirk right off your face. Watch, I'm going to knock that smirk right off your face. Wait a second, you can't do that. That's my trick. Just tell us what to do. We'll follow your lead, Jojo. Run for your lives!
Honestly, Ben Diskin's, delivery on that line is just perfect.
It is.
Because you can tell he just wants to get the fuck out of there.
I still love the victory I claimed over Dana, because now she can no longer hear Joseph without thinking of Nigel Uno.
I mean, that is who he is voiced by, and Venom from Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Technically number 2 from Kids Next Door, actually.
Yeah, he was both of them.
Yeah, he was both of them. Which is weird, but alright.
Yeah, it's like you can barely tell it's him.
Yeah, just barely.
They have number 4 who thinks that when number 1's going to space, he's going to Canada.
I mean, Canada is a strange place to some people. I mean, they call their KFCs CFCs.
It's like, on second thought, let's not go there. 'Tis a silly place.
Tis a silly place. Oh, they used a bit of a purplish white. That's cool. Yeah, general coloring tip. You don't want to go for straight whites or straight blacks unless it absolutely serves the drawing. Something of an off-white hue would work. Like this. So that's my quick art tip of the day. Hope you liked it while it lasted.
Now you too can art.
Anyone can art. You just gotta be dedicated, keep practicing, and make sure you do it consistently. Consistency is the main thing.
Can I art?
Yeah, you art anyway.
I did?
Yeah.
I did!
Of course, I'm not saying she can't. She actually fought with Link before, but just the way that Link fights. Yeah. They do often try to paint Zelda as an archer, which is a little weird because Link is also an archer. But beggars can't be choosers.
Link is a ranger.
I'd say Link is more of a fighter. Zelda could be a ranger though. Actually, no. There is a fighter class called the Arcane Archer. That's Zelda. And if not that, then just a simple sorcerer, like Divine Soul. But if you want to incorporate the bow, definitely Arcane Archer.
Yeah, Jordan. Melia touches your shoulder. Can I be an artist?
Yes, Melly. You can.
And then she smiles.
Oh god, now I'm thinking about Melia again.
So, Jordan, this Golurk V card has an attack called Rewind Beam.
Rewind Beam. That sounds scary.
It does 180 damage, and if your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolved Pokemon, remove the highest stage evolution card to de-evolve it to return the card to your opponent's hand.
Ah, that is scary. Well then.
Yeah, that's like, wait a minute. Pokemon can't devolve. This is like Digimon.
It's like, this one does.
Also, this Lycanroc VMAX has an attack called Hunting Claw.
Biting fangs.
And also, Max Edge.
I think we found Shadow the Hedgehog's favorite card.
Max Edge.
Malik said it perfectly. That doesn't sound balanced. It's probably because it's not.
Well,
Malik, I can feel the fear coming off of that message.
Yeah, because here's the thing, Jordan. When you use Rewind Beam to de-evolve the Pokemon, you're dealing 180 damage, and if that previous stage Pokemon has less than 180 damage, it's knocked out.
If I had a soundboard, I would totally be playing XP to level 3 Scream at the end of the "Oh no, they killed my BBEG too fast" video.
It's like, what character are you playing? I'm playing Rogue.
I'm playing Rogue. And then their cat just randomly meows at the end.
Yeah. Also, this Wobbuffet card has an attack called Mirror Pain.
A one-way ticket to pain!
Oh, we also have a Gyarados V with one of its attacks called Temper Tantrum.
Wow. That Gyarados should get itself checked before it gets wrecked.
And then Gyarados VMAX with Max Tyrant.
Actually, because I'm getting back into my Metroid high, I was rewatching I was rewatching the Super Gaming Brothers' Let's Play of the first Metroid on the NES, And Matt completely fucked up the "that's no good" meme. It's like, if someone touches your private parts, that's not okay. And then they were like, it's no good. You're a bad nerd, Matt.
Alright, so, Jen managed to roll Jean Arc in Muda, and I said, look, it's Ruby's main character.
And then Ruby's like,
Wait, who am I then?
Hey, you're a girl with a scythe gun?
It's also
I
a gun!
think-
Oh, you already said it. Okay.
if Zelda becomes playable, two things could happen. Either have her playstyle be different, or it will be similar to Link with different attributes. Like Link but doesn't take health as well?
I feel like making Zelda a bit like Link wouldn't fit thematically with her character.
I mean, it'd be... the main thing is that the option would be nice. Sure, it wouldn't fit her thematically, but, you know, there's plenty of Breath of the Wild players who plays as Link, but they prefer using heavy weapons with him, or, you know, while it would take a lot of resource management, people who just exclusively use the bows. It's definitely possible.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, it just make more sense to, like, have Zelda be a more magic-based character.
Yes, but seeing as that's likely not the route they'll go down, if they have to go down a certain way, then I prefer to have her be a reskinned Link. It's not the ideal approach, but, at least we get to finally play as the girl. But yeah, in a perfect world, Zelda would have a lot more magic-based abilities. Actually, hey, maybe another thing that she could have is that she doesn't have to pick up arrow ammo at all. She can just quaff it from mid-air. Quaff basically meaning to conjure, for anyone curious about my lexicon.
The fuck are these words? I don't know, I don't read a dictionary.
I don't either, I googled them. I guess it's also helping because I'm also writing a story, so I looked up some pretty fancy words. Like pontificate.
Ballast, that's what you were. B-A-L-A-S-S-T.
True, she isn't as well trained with weaponry as far as we know compared to Link. I mean, Zelda and Twilight Princess briefly carried a sword, but something tells me it's more ceremonial, if anything else. I don't think she can actually fight with it. It's like a symbol of her authority, if you will. It's like, there's plenty of characters like that. Spider-Man 2099, when he was deemed worthy by Mjolnir, he never used it to fight anyone. He just used it as proof of his authority. Oh, I goofed on the screws. Hang on.
No.
That's not the right color. Actually, speaking of color scheme, can we talk about Samus's new color scheme for a bit?
Yeah.
Is it me, or does she look like Captain America?
I can totally see her being an Iron Patriot.
Yeah, but the good kind, not the Norman Osborn kind.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, red, white, and blue. It's Captain America's colors. So I guess this means Samus is officially from Space America. That's what her colony used to be, Space America.
She's off to fight the Avengers level threat.
No, she's off to fight the space pirates, which are like the space Nazis.
Yeah.
And then Old Bird asked her when she was a kid, do you want to kill Nazis? And then she's like,
I don't want to kill anyone. I don't like bullies. I don't care where they're from.
Well, then you come to the right place.
Gah, never let me do that voice again.
I am baby.
Actually, we do get to see, Samus as a little girl in Zero Mission, and she looks adorable. And to think she lost her parents at that exact same age. I think she was 4 in that flashback.
What? Instead, they were born!
That will... You will never let that, scene live itself down.
Never.
Because it's so out of left field, yet totally expected.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because yeah, while it is very rare, in the context of, you know, that scene from X-Men, the 90s cartoon, mutants are kind of seen as a racial minority, and there are people out there who, unfortunately, are that blatantly racist.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I do believe that's fine. Okay. I think from here... Wait, no. Arm cannon. Almost forgot. Also, is it me, or does it become more army-looking with every installment? It's like, this looks like a camo paint. Which is silly because Samus usually goes in loud. Usually.
Samus says, bring the noise.
Plays the only thing they fear is you.
You. No, see, Jordan, it's that one moment in Spawn, she kicks the door down and goes, knock, knock.
I can actually see Samus saying that. And I may have just swooned. Honestly, Metroid would make an amazing Netflix series. You know, a lot like Castlevania. But apparently in Japan, bounty hunter means something completely different. And they're like, oh, Samus doesn't kill people. She's a she's a hero. You can still be a hero and kill evil people.
Do we have to remind them back in Super Metroid what happened? What happened to Kraid when he fell into fucking lava?
Do we have to remind Nintendo that the only reason Shulk went on his journey is because he really wanted to fucking kill Metalface for killing Fiora? Like, he was on a revenge quest. That's not a very noble goal for a Nintendo protagonist. Second party or otherwise. Also, hello, Norfair Remix. I think this is Norfair, right?
Yeah.
When did you hear this about Japan? Can you ask that again, Malik, but in a different way, please?
He's probably asking about, like, where did he hear that, you know, bounty hunter meant something else in Japan?
I know Johnny mentioned it during, I think the Metroid Prime playthrough? Because Retro Studios wanted to initially have Samus go on bounty missions, and then the higher-ups of Nintendo went like, just gave them a straight no.
Okay, but why not?
I mean, as it stands, Metroid's a lot more popular here than it is over there, so I really don't think it could hurt. Maybe they'll do it in Metroid Prime 4, though. We'll just have to wait and see. Although we didn't get any news of Metroid Prime 4, I'm really glad they at least mentioned, don't worry, we're working on it.
So, Jordan, there becomes a Metroid crossover where Samus adopts Ori.
If you want to get more series specific, I can totally see her adopting the Pikachu from Smash Bros. Brawl.
Yeah.
Like, that Pikachu is hers now.
If anything is to happen to this Pikachu, I will kill everyone in this room, including myself.
Also, too bad for Bayonetta fans, though. Yeah, Bayonetta and Xenoblade X both. Like,
Yep.
I know a lot of the people, the Xenoblade people I follow are also fans of Xenoblade X, and they wanted nothing more than to have Xenoblade X get ported, which I think it will happen one day, just not in our lifetime, maybe, because that game is enormous.
Bayonetta 3 got announced too early.
It really did, unfortunately. Although, honestly, I think it also has a lot to do with just the nature of the virus. Like, even now, it's still not 100% safe to go out because people aren't getting themselves vaccinated.
In fact, if you're watching this and you have not get vaccinated, what are you doing?
Like, please get vaccinated. Even if you don't think you need it, get vaccinated, protect everyone else around you. Because even though, the chances of getting infected are high because of how mutagenic the virus is, just that extra layer of protection will go a long way.
It's like, if you think you don't need it, you're wrong. You need it.
And if you don't think you need it, then die. No. Which, honestly, people with that exact mentality, you know, as far as not thinking they need to get vaccinated, are part of the problem. Like, if you can't see what you're doing as protecting others and willingly putting others in danger because of the possibility that you could very well be infected, and there's a high chance that you're infected, especially if you don't wear a mask, then you're part of the problem. There's no way of getting around that.
All Might would get vaccinated.
He would. He would.
Like,
Because he's not stupid.
Here. Like, I am here to get vaccinated. Our needles.
For the greater good. Oh.
Like, he fights villains for a living, and yet he's afraid of needles.
I mean, needles just have that weird effect on some people, myself included, where, like, if you look at it, it's 100 times scarier because you're anticipating the pain, and that anticipation just heightens it because of placebo.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I don't look at it.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, that was a pinch.
It's kind of like that one cutscene from Assassin's Creed 2 where Desmond is getting hooked up in the Animus 2.0, and then he sees the stim and goes, of course. And then Rebecca's like, deep breaths.
Daily reminder that Goku from Dragon Ball is also afraid of needles.
Dork. Off topic, but when I was a kid, I was always, told that dork meant whale penis.
Do that!
My older cousin. He like sweared it above the heavens and everything, but, I was pretty sure he was lying. And sure enough, he was.
I just want to get him to say whale penis.
They were also the same person who said Jigglypuff's evolved form was pickle poop, so I'm not sure if his sources are very credible.
Yeah, I like Piggly Wiggly better.
Piggly Wiggly. Okay. Time for glowy bits.
Oh.
Okay, let's start with a solid green, and then... a solid green for you. As a base. And then we'll do a hard yellow for you.
Hey, alien scum. Do you hear that? That's boss music.
Samus with Duke Nukem-esque quotes. It's like, I've always said that if you gotta go, trying to remember, fuck. Wait. Oh, yeah, sorry, I skipped ahead. I go where I please, and I please where I go.
It's time to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of gum. Damn, these space pirate bastards are gonna pay for shooting up my ride.
Hail to the queen, baby.
I'll rip off your head and shit down your neck.
That's another thing I can actually imagine Samus saying. Fuck.
Damn, you're ugly. And then she's got the classic taunt lines such as, "Try me."
And is that all?
Oh my.
Actually, it's You're Mine.
Yeah.
Which is actually a lot hotter than, you'd think.
You're mine.
I'm your Samus?
Yes.
Oh.
And then she ensnares you with her plasma whip.
Ow, ow, I'm paralyzed!
So, how much money do you think this one's gonna give me?
Maybe, 100,000 creds?
We'll just have... I'll hold you to that one. And then she throws you onto her ship.
Oh, so that's how I get abducted by aliens. And she's not even an alien in, the traditional sense.
Yeah. In other news, Ochako has a Santa hat where the fluff on the end is the planet Saturn.
How does that kid keep getting cuter? Hey, fan artists, stop looting her. Jesus.
She is a child.
She is literally a teenager from high school. But she's from Japan, so that makes it okay. Not in America!
But
And I'm pretty sure, a lot of people are against that in Japan, too.
Which, by the way, Jordan, when we do get to that episode, every character has a Santa hat with a unique cotton ball at the end of it.
Yeah.
Like,
don't worry about it, Malik.
Like, Kamidari has a lightning bolt. There's also a constant fight going on between Bakugo and Ashio. Like, get in the Santa suit, Bakugo!
Twitch probably really hates me for all the shit we bring up.
Well, you know what? Twitch can be wrong.
Speaking of, actually, recently speaking, they banned a couple of Twitter users by, sorry, Twitch users, I should say. They banned a couple of Twitch users simply for making hot tub streams.
Yeah, because that can be somewhat seen as sexual content. That's why.
Yeah. But if the intention was just to relax, then that's where you should be concerned. It's like, what? So you banned them for having fun? Which I don't know the full story, but I like to give people the benefit of the doubt more often than not. So if it is if that is the case of why they were banned, then that's extremely tight-fisted. Yeah, I know that's the one rule about the internet, Malik. If it exists, there's porn of it.
But just because it's a rule, does that mean to follow it?
Yeah, like, there is such a thing called core values, people. You should probably follow them.
If Frankie Foster taught me anything, rules are meant to be broken.
Within reason. Which is the lesson she forgot to impart.
Yeah, that's why Blue became an asshole.
Can I just say, I hated Blue after, the, TV movie of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. It's like,
Well, what did they do with Blue? I liked him in that movie.
Well, yeah, because they turned him into an asshole.
it's like, he was relatively nice in the movie. It's like, what the fuck happened? How long has it been, since he was last, put up for adoption?
Never, because they spoiled him with that deal that they had where Mac would visit him and he wouldn't be put up for adoption. That's just what happens.
You know what? That's realistic. That's actually realistic. Holy shit. The implications.
But
Was that lewd core values? Okay, Malik, please don't twist my words. What I'm trying to say is, don't lewd children.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't tolerate word twisting here. Like, even for a joke. What I was trying to say was 100% serious and a problem that needs to be addressed. And if you find yourself being the person who makes that sort of content, get off the internet, get some help, seriously. You're gonna do something stupid. Or get locked up. Your choice.
Someone found a shiny hair.
I know you didn't say that. I was speaking in terms of the people who didn't listen. I know, but just keep in mind it's hard to discern text from reality.
So someone found a shiny hair cross in the Hoenn Safari Zone.
Okay.
It's purple.
You say purple? I always saw it as pink.
It's pink.
Okay, so I kind of fucked up here. Hang on.
Rayman 1 in a nutshell. Could you stop trying to kill me for 5 minutes?
Yeah, I need to do the green glowy bits again. There we go. Much better. I'm on the wrong layer. Shit. There we go. Actually, this could work well in our favor. Okay, yeah. Alright. Speaking of shinies, I saw that tweet on Pokemon Camp, shinies coming to you, and one lucky person got a shiny Abomasnow. Ooh. That is quite lucky. Although, I wouldn't know what... I don't exactly remember what Pokemon Camp is. Is that a game, or... Oh, you're talking about Sword and Shield. Okay, I had to think about that. It's been forever since I actually sat down and played Sword and Shield. I still haven't finished the Crown Tundra yet. I think it was... Yeah, I was shiny hunting for a shiny Regieleki, and then I got bored. Yeah, although apparently the Regis, aren't affected by the shiny charm? Which makes it harder for them to, you know, which makes it harder to, chain them for shinies. Yeah, I found that out while watching, Candy Eevee's stream the other day. Yeah, they were talking about that, and I was like, when I saw someone said, "Oh, but it's really hard to get a shiny Regieleki," and I'm like, "Wait, what? That's why it took so long?"
So I tried to get Cece to come in here, but as soon as I put her on the bed, she immediately ran off.
Oh, wait, did you dip while I was talking about this?
For a quick moment.
I mean, it's fine. It doesn't bother me. It's just, I was like, wait, you're kind of quiet.
Yeah, it was just for a quick moment. I wanted to see if I could get Cece, but then she just ran off.
It's fine. Again, the kitties are the masters.
Yep.
Like, it has been decided the minute you adopt them.
Yeah.
But I, for one, welcome our kitty overlords.
Yes.
I meant actual cats. Don't make it weird. Jordan likes cat girls?
I mean, yeah. Don't you see the Wild Wild Pussycats from My Hero Academia? Ragdoll is very cute. Give her quirk back, all for one, you piece of shit.
Yeah, all for one definitely ranks one of the most annoying supervillains. It's like, yeah, it's like, hey, you're formidable. Doesn't mean I have to like you, which I'm pretty sure you want. Yeah.
So that means I'm a good villain, yes?
Not really. Megatron's a lot more entertaining than you. And he's supposed to be a pure evil villain.
Well, to each his own, then. Fibber.
Actually, one of Prime Megatron's, best lines for me is, when Arachnid, tried to get him to do something, and then he just dismisses her, and she's like, "You're a most gracious host, my lord." Soundwave, knowing that he can't talk, and then, as soon as she leaves the room, he's like, "Remind me again of her trustworthiness." And then he just six his men, to take her around back and kill her. Like, Prime Megatron doesn't fuck around.
And now I have an army of insects.
So, I guess this is the obligatory Jordan gushes about Prime Megatron hour again.
And you know what? How appropriate. Because, Metroid Prime.
Yeah, now that I've seen Transformers Prime, I can't associate the word Prime without thinking about the, you know, the 13 Primes, Optimus included. And I guess in Transformers terms, Samus would totally be a Prime, no question.
I mean, you know what?
And she'd transform into a jet.
Well, no, no, technically, she transforms into the Morph Ball.
Well, I was gonna say, if she were to turn into a vehicle, if she were a Cybertronian, she'd totally be a flying vehicle of some sort. And maybe just for maybe for a mythology gag, she could have a minicon that turns into the morph ball. It'd be weird. It'd be difficult to try and fit it into Earth terms, though. Like, what vehicle on Earth turns into a ball, you know? Or maybe we could have a Soundwave situation where, I don't know, it turns into a Roomba? I don't know.
Samus the Roomba.
Well, the minicon would be the Roomba, not Samus. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. Ugh, hate it when that happens.
Zelda universe made a Palutena's guidance for Minecraft?
Minecraft Steve?
Yeah, the fan-made Palutena's guidance, because they don't get guidance conversations. DLC.
Yeah, they just call them aliens now, which... I know it would be a hassle to bring in the voice actors every time a new DLC character comes around, but that's why you do it preemptively. It's like, have them already recorded, although, of course, the voice actors would probably get excited and unintentionally spoil something. But...
The first line Pitt says to Minecraft Steve is, "Who's this guy?" He's just standing there, menacingly.
Yeah. That sounds right. Wait.
I gotta say, whoever they get for
okay, I guess Blue isn't in the room with me. I thought she was. That's weird.
I gotta say, whoever they get for Veriti, she does a spot on 1-to-1 impression
Of Hinden Walsh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little scary how voice actors can sound like other actors. Like, did you know that in Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, they replaced Captain Quark's voice actor?
Yeah.
It has a lot to do with Jim Ward's health, unfortunately. I think not only did he get infected with corona, but if I read correctly, he's not, unfortunately, doing the best.
Yeah. Pitt's like, wait, so he eats food off the floor? Hey guys, meet my new best friend! Like, Pitt, you dumb, adorable child, you.
Pitt's dumb stat is intelligence. That being said, I would say Pitt's class in D&D would... Would you say fighter as well?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, no. You know what? Paladin.
Paladin? You think so?
Yeah.
He'd be a mechanically strange paladin, but a paladin nonetheless.
Yeah, because, I mean,
because, actually, no, thinking about it more, no, it makes total sense because he's devoted to fighting for Palutena.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try something with the blue bits. Okay, so take all these. Do that. Darker. Trying to do a thing. Oh! I have it set to transparent. Shit. There we go. I was wondering why it wasn't working. Okay, so that... I was trying to do a sort of faded metallic look. Okay.
Just hearing Palutena say hello, my fellow gamers.
Ugh. The sad part is I can see her do that.
She's perfect.
Meanwhile, BJ thinks she's the scum of the earth.
Well, I mean...
He's wrong.
Well, listen, it's okay to be wrong sometimes.
It's okay to be wrong sometimes. Unless you're BJ, then you're wrong all the time when it comes to Palutena.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. If he were watching this, he'd totally dox me.
No, BJ doesn't approve of doxing at all. He's not that petty.
He sure seems to hail Hades a lot, though.
Well, look, sometimes people just make bad decisions, and BJ's one of those people.
Bad decisions. Okay, I think that'll do it for that.
See, Hades almost disconnected me.
Fuck, really?
Yeah.
Oh, they were talking shit about me, Brian.
Good.
Sometimes when I do a Hades impression, it almost vaguely turns into that guy from that one song, like showing you my angel, like the rap parts.
Yeah.
It's like it almost turns into that guy when I try to do Hades.
He's only saying that because he's salty of his win-the-loss record every time he fights me in Smash. You know
It's
what?
like I don't know what he expected. Palutena's amazing in Smash Ultimate.
You know what? I'm actually curious. I'm gonna see just how many wins I do have against him in Smash.
Hey Jordan, what about your win-loss records? I don't play Smash anymore. It pisses me off. That's why I stopped. Like, it's one of those games that when you play it, you know that in your bones it's going to make you react poorly. Because, like, when a game makes you physically shake, it's either the greatest game you've ever played, or you want to chuck it in the trash. Plus, I think my anxiety disorder may also have something to do with it, because it makes me make some really dumb decisions, and with Ultimate having an extremely hard punish game, it's frustrating for me to play now. That's my thing.
So, how does 453 wins against BJ sound?
453, dude! Damn!
if I'm to sell his Smash tag, I get 121,000 coins.
121,000. What?
But I'm not going to.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of nuts. Although, if I were competent at playing Smash nowadays, Shulk is definitely still my main, but Pyra would be my secondary. Only Pyra, no Mithra. As far as I understand, Pyra is just as capable on her own. And apparently she gets kills earlier than Mithra does.
Also, my Palutena has a total of 297 KOs.
Huh. Awesome.
I love Palutena. She's perfect.
She looks your way and winks. Oh, okay. Discord cut you off a little bit, so you almost sounded like a deflating balloon. Wait, I can't replicate the noise. Like, see, that's how much of a lightning in a bottle it was. It's like people trying to impersonate Peter Cullen when Peter Cullen is still alive and willing to do Optimus Prime's voice.
Hey, do you want to impersonate Peter Cullen?
No.
No.
That would be the wise thing to do. Say no. Let him do it. And he's perfectly willing to do it too. It's just Netflix didn't want to for some reason. I don't know. Which honestly, he and Frank Welker both, I feel bad for them.
Yeah.
Also, damn Realm, Palutena's been taking the wins. She really has.
As she should. Palutena should always win.
Yeah.
In fact, Sakurai, only make it so anytime she's on the field, even if she is to supposedly lose the fight, she always takes the victory screen.
Like, she is literally a goddess. Why is this hard to understand for you?
See, the word perfect starts with P, as does Palutena. Therefore, Palutena is perfection. It's just a kazoo remix.
No, and the caption is Logic with Realm Wars.
Logic with Realm Wars. I love Palutena. Fuck you.
I love Palutena. Fuck you. Oh, that's gonna piss off BJ and the other people who hate her or hate fighting her.
Too bad.
Like, okay, I'm gonna be the first to admit, I can't keep up with Brian's Palutena, but I don't hate him for it, nor do I hate Palutena. If anything, it's a testament to, you know, how dedicated he was to perfecting his Palutena, and how rewarding Palutena in conjunction is if you master her.
And even then, I still think I have ways to go with her.
I mean, yeah, but that shows that you're humble about it.
Yeah. Because, like, honestly, my thing is I'm still trying to adjust to the nerfs.
Yeah, which, honestly, with Palutena, from what I understand, they're not game-breaking with her. Like, it doesn't completely render her useless like it did Bayonetta at one point.
No, yeah, like, we're not meeting a Sackboy from PlayStation All-Stars incident where he was super broken at the start of the game, then they nerfed him so much that he just became, like, the worst character in the game.
Yeah, like, unrecognizable, essentially.
Yeah.
Ow. Why didn't they do that with Kratos, though?
You wanna know what the dumb thing is about Kratos?
What?
The last patch buffed him.
Why?
They used the last patch to buff all of the top tier characters for some fucking reason.
The thing about balance is that you're trying to make it so everyone has a chance, not just some of everyone.
Yeah. What nerfs did she get? Primarily, her grab range got nerfed. Like, it's no longer, like, well, more specifically, her standing grab got nerfed. It's no longer as long as it used to be, which, honestly, I don't like it. And I don't say that as like, I'm a Palutena main, I just want my broken grab back. No, I primarily mean that as a means of, honestly, all it does is just promotes bad neutral for people who just don't want to practice it. Because it's like, I'm sorry, but you're going to sit out there, throw out a very laggy smash attack at me, and then complain when you get grabbed. What did you think was going to happen?
Oh, so yeah, it's a situation where, okay, what did you think you were going to accomplish?
Yeah, but because of the grab range nerf, people can end up doing that now, and like, that's just bad design.
I also say this because I'm bad at pattern recognition when it comes to fighting against people. I'm good at recognizing other patterns in things that aren't video game related. Like, for example, well, I mean, sometimes video game related, but it depends on the genre. Like, oh, Spark Mandrill's gonna do this unless I use Shotgun Ice, or okay, so in order for this scene to feel organic, I need to write in such a way that feels natural, but not overly scripted.
Yeah. Meanwhile, when you have actually busted things like Pikachu being able to pancake after landing with moves and just being able to dodge moves like that, like, yeah, no, that just gets untouched.
Oh, the squash and stretch actually helps Pikachu?
Yeah, it shrinks his hurt box.
Fuck. No wonder they're good.
Yeah, it's like, you know, we're gonna leave that be.
Remember when Pichu was usable? When Ultimate just came out?
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Was there a point when Pichu was comparable to Pikachu with its preliminary pre-nerf stats, or?
Pichu was at one point once considered the best character in the game.
Oh. How the mighty have fallen. Wow.
Yeah.
Honestly, she's a goddess. She has magic. It's logical. Yeah, that's what I always say, but BJ doesn't believe me.
And then he goes to hail the wrong god.
I mean, okay. If we can get on a serious topic here. Christianity really ruined Hades. The thing about Hades is that everyone lambasts him for being the Greek version of Satan. You know, Christian Satan. But he's not.
He's anything but.
He's anything but. If anything, he's probably the chillest of the Greek gods. I mean, yeah, his punishments are extremely ironic and befitting of the people he's trying to punish, but he's faithful to his wife, he loves her to death, and he's willing to bargain if you're willing to impress him in some way. If you pass his test, then there you go. He lets you go, no strings attached. Except, actually, yes, strings attached, but they're very easy rules to follow. If you break them, it's your fault.
Yeah. And, you know, I guess part of it doesn't help that, you know, Zeus and Poseidon kind of cucked him.
Exactly. They were drawing straws to see which domains they would get after the Titanomachy. You know, when they banished the Titans to Tartarus. So Poseidon got the middle straw, so he gets the sea. Zeus got, I think, the highest straw and the tallest straw, and got, you know, the heavens. Poor Hades got the shortest end of the stick and got the underworld. When, in actuality, Hades is the eldest of the Olympian gods. And realistically speaking, he should have gotten what Zeus had. But no, Zeus had to play a game because he's Zeus. He's a dick. And he thinks with his dick. Yeah, honestly, Hades did not deserve what he got. And with so many interpretations having him as the villain in many, many stories to come, is honestly kind of telling with how influential Christianity was for a time. But now that we know better, it's like, Hades is actually kind of cool. Zeus is the dick here.
Yeah.
Which, to God of War's credit, while they did fuck up Hades, they kind of played Zeus pretty straight. With him being, honestly, the bad guy. Not that his father was better because he ate his own kids, but...
Hey, Hades, want to see me stick my dick in your wife? I swear to God, Zeus.
Too late! Which, honestly, if you look into the Greek pantheon, I'm just gonna say this, don't look into the Greek pantheon. It is a nightmare. And many of the consorts did not consent to having their kids. Zeus and Poseidon being one of the biggest offenders. And Helios... Helios is disgusting. There's a reason why so many of us gloss over that part of their history, because it's extremely uncomfortable in modern standards. In fact, I know it's just a reflection of Greek culture at the time. Like, it was really horrible to women. So, it's like, why wouldn't you glance over that stuff now? I mean, they even justified pedophilia. That's... no. Don't do that.
Jordan, imagine if Guts was there during the Greek age.
He'd probably kill everyone.
I did it first, Kratos.
Well, no. The only reason Kratos killed is because he is a psychotic rage monster. At least in those days. Now he's kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, he primarily did it. He primarily was very upset with the gods because, like, despite
they
doing
denied him
what
his vengeance.
Yeah, well, not just denied him his vengeance, but they also say, you know, oh, you may have done this thing for us, but your past sins, yeah, we're not gonna let you forget those, ever.
Yeah. Of course, not to discount that. Obviously not. Like, Kratos may have been justified, but that didn't really excuse the shit he did in between.
Yeah.
Which, to God of War 4's credit, he felt really, really bad for, which is why he went to Norway in the first place, to start a new life.
And that's
Although
why
the
I
only way to
raise a
move
boy.
on, yeah, the only way for him to move on was to accept, yeah, he was a piece of shit, but, he's no longer Greece's piece of shit.
And that's why I look after a boy.
Yeah.
Boy,
Yes, father?
you're a good kid.
And then Atreus just smiles. Yes, sir. And then Kratos looks over to the dwarves hiding in the bushes, and they, like, give him a thumbs up, and he gives them a reassuring nod.
So, Jordan, there's a Twitter account called Your Fave Could Beat Goku.
Okay.
And basically the whole thing is that they just have a picture of Goku lying unconscious on the ground, and they put a random anime character there to say this character could beat Goku. And I just found one. Yachi Hitoka from Haikyuu could beat Goku.
Ah. Probably in a battle of arts, maybe.
Yeah. Mushu from Mulan could beat Goku.
I mean, hey, dragon. He probably just beat Goku by saying, "I'm a dragon," and he's like, "I surrender."
Do you grant wishes?
Okay.
Uraraka Ochako from My Hero Academia could beat Goku.
You know, given the right setup, she probably could.
All she has to do is touch him and let Goku float up to space. She wins.
Da 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 da. Speaking of fanfares, this took less time than I thought it would.
Yeah. You did good.
Yeah, not including the sketch, this took about 2 hours. Now I just need a better fitting background. I'm never good with these.
I especially like the shadow.
Thanks. Maybe a dark purple would do? I don't know. How about this?
Tom Nook from Animal Crossing could beat Goku. And it's an image of Tom Nook holding a fucking gun.
Oh, Jesus.
You should have paid off that damn loan.
Now you're going to jail for tax evasion.
Enjoy your jail cell with Yoshi.
Which, yeah, I'm gonna have to, once they lift the, frozen, interest rates, I'm gonna have to get back to paying my student loans, which is gonna be tough considering freelance art is my only job right now.
Just piss off, schools. You don't need the money.
Honestly, is there any point to student loans? Because I think I read somewhere they absolutely have no benefit to the economy.
Yeah, schools just want more money.
Well, if you want more money, pay your teachers better.
Yeah, but then
Like,
we
they're
lose
the
money.
they're the ones raking in the dough for you.
Yeah, but then we lose money and they get more than us.
You're not Disney. Anyway, I think, guys, that will do it.
Hey, I like it.
Yeah. For once, I like it too. Okay. I will call this...
Samus can beat Goku.
Samus can be... Actually, she probably would beat Goku. Like,
Yeah.
her arsenal is so vast, she could probably keep up with Super Saiyans.
Yeah. Ben Tennyson from Ben 10 could beat Goku. You know what?
I'll keep it simple.
Facts.
Yeah, facts.
Yep, 2 words, Alien X.
Yeah, Alien X. Which, when it comes to them in particular, Alien X would probably beat Samus.
Yeah, although, honestly, not gonna lie, I could totally see a crossover between Metroid and Ben 10.
I can see a crossover between Metroid and Transformers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, Samus is powerful enough to team up with the Autobots, so yeah.
I mean, anything involving aliens, Samus could fit right in.
Totally, yeah. Yeah, and maybe the Space Pirates could team up with the Decepticons, but the Decepticons would use them for, you know, their knowledge on weaponry. And
No,
that's-
this is where they bring in Meta Ridley.
Yeah, okay. Or if you want the, dark counterpart to Samus, Angle, Dark Samus.
SAX.
Yeah, SAX. SAX is debatable because it's implied to be a creature based on instinct. and it's just mimicking Samus. Because, like, remember how it rips the space station apart?
Yeah.
Just because if memory serves, I think just because it wanted to.
Yeah.
That's evil in its own right. Alright, so, we're gonna end the stream here. I will upload this tomorrow. So, thank you guys for tuning in and watching me do this. Finally, a stream went my way.
Yay!
And on that note, we may possibly shift gears to, I'm saying shift gears a lot, but it's fun to say, to, possibly play a Metroid game in preparation for Metroid Dread in October. So, yeah. Catch you guys later.
Oi.